All right. What's going on, y'all? We back with another Madden 25. Superstar mode. We are. What's this? Part seven. So you're on part seven. So this time we doing a Rook versus Rook showdown. We at home playing against the Chicago Bears. And let's hopefully we get a win out of this because right now we are one. What we at? We are 1-7. So we have the same record as the Seattle Seahawks and the the winless team is the Tennessee Titans. This is sad. If we could get a win, we could solidify. Right now, it ain't just good, looking too good. It's definitely ain't looking too good at all. Let's go ahead and start it off, though. Who wants to say? It's probably Kyler, the midget. That nigga lying. Oh, look at the 5+ speed. Okay. And they 6-1. Get the fuck out of here. The Chicago Bears, cuz. No, that's crazy, cuz. Ain't no motherfucking way
It's
these
the
niggas are six
NFL
and
on
one.
EA Sports, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals. Burner at wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Cards and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
As the This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Running back, motioning right. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's Benson on the give. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now Murray on the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, if early results hold here today, partner, it would appear that this guy's in store for a busy game. They've already made it a priority going his way.
They always want to get a guy this talented the ball early, right? Just get him in confidence, get him in rhythm. But this game lines up well against this defense who right now has got no answers for his game.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Benson on the counter. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Murray looking to throw. McBride hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
3rd and just 2 to go. Back to the air, Murray. This reeled in by Benson.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th
Knowles, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And we see that to this point, he's leading the NFL in touchdown receptions as we work through November and into our final month plus of play. First and 10, Murray bails out of the pocket quick. He's gonna tuck it and run. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down. From the gun, it's Murray. Gets this one to Harrison. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 41. Kyler looking to throw. Ryman there to haul it in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Second and 6 coming up here.
It's now second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That's another Cardinals.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 19. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got Harrison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. The Cardinals with the football. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now Murray. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Now Kyler. He's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. On first and 10, it's Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Second down now, 7 to go. Kyler throwing here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it
There's
free.
no way I can't catch the
So
ball.
that brings up
cuz.
fourth down. Benson on first and 10. And they They bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Back to throw, Murray. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it.
They give up the gut to Benson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Murray from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Murray here on 1st down. That pass is complete to McBride. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
He was defended by Tyreek Stevenson.
Here's Kyler to throw. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
He'll throw it. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. give now to Benson. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And 4th and... Now a give, it's Benson headed right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's gonna be 3rd down and 6.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs.
And look like we get
So
a
the
win.
Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one.
Oh, we get to play A-Rod next week.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on the Cardinals' sure-handed wide receiver. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Cardinals and the Jets, and it comes
EA
your
Sports
way next
coverage of the
on
National
EA
Football League. The Cards offense set to get things started here in front of this home crowd. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie wide receiver. As his strong season continues, up over 1,100 yards receiving now for the campaign.
Okay. He's impressed me all season long. What have you thought about it?
Absolutely. The consistency, I think, has been maybe the most impressive.
Yeah, I think you nailed it because he's been healthy all season. And when you're healthy and available, that gives you a chance to put up the numbers that he has.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Murray. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals hit 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's got his tight end. That's Ryman. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You talk about this Jets defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, one or two receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's got the rookie. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now to throw. There's a short one caught by Ryman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing again, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Mm-hmm.
The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll go again with Benson. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, and that is incomplete. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. Brock Purdy, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown pass there for Will Levis. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there
Philly 8-0
in the second quarter. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But
Offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of this season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give up the middle with Benson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another run here with Benson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here's Murray. Open man is Higgins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. That's caught. It's the tight end Ryman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Harrison. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Murray again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see it. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No,
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw it, Murray.
Oh, shit.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw is Murray. That is caught. It's Williams. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw, Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got
Lord, Kyler Murray did way better than I thought. He did well. Oh, we got a bye week. Okay, okay. We got a little vacation. Get ourselves right. But we gonna end this here. Hope y'all enjoy this video. And we'll be right back. Well, we won't be right back. Shit, what I'm saying. We stay tuned for the next episode. Hope y'all show love to all the rest of them. But I'm out. Y'all have a blessed one. Comment, like, subscribe. If y'all new, also comment, like, subscribe, show love to the channel. But I'm out.